Buddy. Welcome to McKellar Motivational Monday on a Monday morning, which is a little unusual. I was all dressed up from being on the Today Show, and I thought, let's do this now. So, how you guys feeling coming up on Christmas? And that's part of what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how you're feeling around Christmas, like how we're feeling around Christmas. And it's kind of a different year. It is the best time of the year. I agree. However, sometimes I think expectations of how we're supposed to feel at Christmas can actually make it harder to enjoy Christmas, if that makes sense. We'll talk about that in a minute. I'm also going to do some shout outs. And, I asked, people are asking me if I'm going to migrate to a different platform on Periscope. But the truth is, Periscope and Twitter are actually the same thing. So I'll still be going live on Twitter. So the Periscope going away doesn't actually affect my ability to do live broadcasts. Certainly not on Instagram, Facebook, which I'm also here on, and then Twitter, which is how I connect now. I don't even use the Periscope app anymore. So you guys can still find me for sure. So tell me where you are watching from. If you're not seeing the comments on Instagram, why is that? Wait a second. Instagram is having an issue. I think I lost Instagram. I don't know how that happened. Missouri, Minnesota, Cincinnati, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky, Northern California. Somebody says, go Bills. Hey, guys. Peabody, Massachusetts, Connecticut, West Virginia, Michigan, Portland, Maine, Seattle. Very cool. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can get Instagram back up. I don't know what happened. Just add the title back in. You're feeling really happy, Christopher? That's wonderful. Is anybody dealing with like feelings of sort of sadness that were unexpected, or just like sometimes people get the holiday blues? Hang on a second. Let me see if I can just get this going. Okay. Let's see if Instagram will work this time. No. Okay. You're sad you're not seeing your parents this year? Feeling nervous sometimes? Yeah. It's been a stress-free holiday. Some people are finding stress-free because not as many family obligations, which is interesting. It can tell us a lot about how do we want to handle holidays moving forward, if maybe we're learning something from this one. Merry Christmas. Oh, hey, Andrea. Merry Christmas, everyone. Yeah, it has been stressful for so long. I completely agree. It's been unfairly stressful all year long, I feel like. I'm just gonna give this one more chance, because on Instagram I also do a fundraiser and I don't want to not raise money. Let's see if this is gonna work. Hey, Instagram, you guys with me now? Hey, everyone. Sorry about that connection issue on Instagram. I'm not sure what happened. But anyway, I'm doing really well. Christmas, thank you so much. Oh, yeah. So thank you, Gusman. I was on the Today Show this morning talking about all sorts of things. Like, it's funny how much you can talk about in 4.5 minutes. I talked about my math books, obviously as like Christmas presents and just helping kids not be discouraged in math. And also talked about my Hallmark Channel movie that came out earlier this month. It's going to be repeating again and again, called Christmas, She Wrote, about the fact that I can't ice skate. Oh, thank you so much. Somebody has just donated to the Dave Thomas Foundation over here on Instagram, doing a fundraiser to help money they do amazing work for foster kids, helping them to find forever homes. They especially teens, which, there are a lot of people, a lot of teens feel unadoptable because they're older. And a lot of people, when they're starting a family, they want like babies. And so these teens are at risk for ending up going the wrong way and maybe even falling into the hands of the wrong person. And anyway, Dave Thomas Foundation does such wonderful work finding forever homes for these kids. And then they have family for the rest of their life. It's so beautiful. So I appreciate any donations at all. Even $5 helps. Thank you so much to Omega 5 and to Moed 21. Thank you so much. So appreciated. So just talking about like feelings around Christmas. Sometimes I just feel like, I mean, I know that I'm the face of Christmas for a lot of people on Hallmark Channel, my movies, and obviously I love Christmas and I love dressing up and I post about Christmassy stuff. But I think we all feel sad sometimes. Like we all feel, and we're not sure why. And I talked to my son about this too. I said, it's okay to feel sad and not know why. We have feelings and things happen. And I believe that expectations sometimes can lead to sadness because you feel like you're missing out on something. Like maybe it seems like everyone else is celebrating Christmas in a more fun way, um, or you were hoping that one thing would happen and it didn't, especially this year because of the pandemic. So I think just scroll for old comments. So to me, it's about managing expectations, especially this year. If you think, well, this Christmas, I just want to like be at home with a family for a moment and just sit around and have hot cocoa one night. Like maybe that's a good goal. But when you get in your head, okay, well, especially for some of us A-type moms, it's like, okay, well, this is gonna be perfect, and this is gonna happen, and then this, and then you like line it up, and if it doesn't happen, then it's like, what? That didn't happen. But that's not really what Christmas is about. It's about family and togetherness and exhaling a little. It's supposed to be a break. I know it isn't for parents, but let's try to just manage expectations and recognize that that can be what leads to feelings of sadness that we don't really understand. Does anybody else know what I'm talking about, or am I like literally the only person who goes through this? Oh, you ordered four of my books for your granddaughters for Christmas, Lisa? Awesome. Even in your 50s, you don't know why you feel sad sometimes. Yeah, well, we're also being fed so many images and messages by the media, by the way, that tell us that we need things and outside things and experiences to be happy. And that's because they need to sell products. And I understand that. But got to recognize that too, that it can cause a feeling of thinking we need something else that we don't. Oh, some more donations to Dave Thomas Foundation. Thank you so much, Hope Chaser, Mad Henzy, and Tensonice. Oh, I said that right. Thank you so much. Raising money over on Instagram for the Dave Thomas Foundation to help kids get adopted, especially teens and special needs kids. They just do such amazing work helping these kids have a family finally. So many of them have been waiting for so long. Merry Christmas, Alfredo Salinas. It's hard when we feel down and we don't know why. Yeah, depression is the worst thing in the world, and it gets worse the holidays. That's what I thought. And I'm not a psychologist or a doctor of any kind, so I'm not going to ever try to speak to clinical depression. I only speak to the stuff that I experience myself. I don't think I've ever experienced clinical depression. I don't think so. I thought really, really sad sometimes, but especially this year. Yeah, it's about managing expectations. You know what I'm talking about, Jimmy? You know what I'm talking about, Janelle? Thank you, Lynette. You too. Yeah. It just, yeah, and loneliness is hard at Christmas. And let's face it, look, the Hallmark Channel movies that I do, they bring a lot of warm fuzzies and happiness when you're watching them. But then the movie's over. Actually, some people keep Hallmark Channel on 24/7 during the holidays, and maybe that's part of why. But even that is not actually going to replace managing your own expectations in your own life, right? It's a fun escape. And actually, part of what I love about Hallmark Channel movies, Christmas movies, is they remind us about traditions and how easy it is to start a new tradition for your family. Like, hey, you know what? Tonight we're going to string popcorn on thread and we're going to put it on the tree. That's a fun thing to do. I love popcorn and I love making popcorn garlands. We haven't done that yet this year. Maybe we'll do that tonight. Just fun little traditions. And as a parent, you can do that. Even if you're on your own, you can do that. Who's going to stop you? So yes, movies and TV are your escape. TV does help. Well, that's nice. And then yes, of course, things like prayer and meditation and things that can comfort us from the inside out. Your mom is 87. Yes, religion is a wonderful, wonderful thing if you have that in your life, and not everybody does. How do I make popcorn? I just put it in the microwave. I do the bags. My mom makes popcorn the real way. So anyway, oh my gosh, more donations for the Dave Thomas Foundation. Thank you so much, Winter Pop, Nancy, J722, and Cumzias. Thank you, you guys. Even the $5, $10, it helps so much. We've already raised $90 for the Dave Thomas Foundation. They do amazing, amazing work helping teens and special needs kids to find forever homes. And a lot of them have been waiting for so long, and it makes such a difference. Yeah, so American traditions, probably all sorts of traditions are reflected in the Hallmark Channel movies, and they remind us that we can do that. We can have that for ourselves too. Oh, thank you, Gangstap. Is that what your name? Yes, my math books. So if you guys have kids in your life that are struggling with math at all, or even who love math, I've got books for ages 0 to 16 now. Finally, this summer, my latest book, The Times Machine, came out, and the donation is only on Instagram. I don't know how to do it on the other two platforms, even though there's probably a way to do it. I don't know how. Um, thank you, who thank you for $12.19. That's such an unusual number to donate, but thank you. Manurion, Manurincon. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob, for $50. Thank you so much. How you doing, Bob? I miss you. Someday we'll do lunch again. Thank you, F Proper One. Thank you, Sarah Brittany Berger. Thank you guys for raising money for Dave Thomas Foundation. So my math books for ages 0 to 16. If you've got kids in your life, your kids, your grandkids, nieces, nephews, whoever, I write math books to make math fun, actually fun, like with cartoons and comic strips and jokes. I mean, I've been talking about this a lot, but in the Times Machine, this one, I teach kids how to memorize their multiplication tables. And one of the ones that I talked about on the Today Show this morning is 6 times 7 equals 42 with Mr. Mouse, who likes to eat cheese, and there's farting involved. Anyway, the point is it helps kids learn their multiplication facts, and that's the important thing. And then there's Do Not Open This Math Book for younger kids for addition and subtraction, but they're all fun. So I highly recommend go to mckellarmath.com to check out all the books, or you can ask me which books would be right for a certain age group, and I'd be happy to tell you which one I would recommend. You love the math books. They've helped you teach your students and your daughter. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Leho. Thanks, guys. Oh, there's another donation. Thank you so much. Oops. Is there another one? Maybe not. Yes, thank you. Oh, Bikin88. Thank you so much. You want some of those books for your grandkids? If you go to mckellarmath.com, that's AR for McKellar, there's a big slider button that shows you, depending on your child's age or the child that you're shopping for, it'll show what book is best. Your son's going into the 6th grade and could use some help. Okay, for that, I recommend Math Doesn't Suck. This one teaches fractions, decimals, percents. You brought the Times Machine for your granddaughter. You're homeschooling. Oh, that is so cool. I highly recommend this one. If your child is getting into like 6th grade, is kind of on the hinge between Math Doesn't Suck and Kiss My Math. Math Doesn't Suck is like all about numbers, doing things with numbers. Kiss My Math is like doing a lot of those same things with variables now. So X really gets more involved. So depending on what level your 6th or 7th grader is, these are the two books: Math Doesn't Suck and Kiss My Math. For your 2nd graders, this one. Do Not Open This Math Book. Teaches addition and subtraction the way that we learned it, but also the way they're learning it now, most importantly. And I've got a new math translation guide for grown-ups at the back to help parents and even some teachers. Teachers probably know it by now. It's the Common Core stuff, and sometimes it needs translating. So, and this is also, of course, full of cartoons and Mr. Mouse. Do I sell internationally? I mean, I'm not the one who sells them myself. They're on websites, but like Amazon, your local Amazon website for your country probably sells my books. Yes. I've seen a few different countries and they all seem to be on Amazon. I saw something about not in your region and can I help? I don't know, but try Amazon. 10-year-old students. EIP, I know I've heard what that stands for and I can't remember. But 10-year-olds, typically, if they're struggling, that would be the Times Machine. Somebody turned 3. The Times Machine is the one for ages 8 to 10, multiplication and division. And again, it's the way we learned it, but also, most importantly, the way they're learning it now, with, again, a new math translation guide for grown-ups at the back. That's the Times Machine. And somebody talked about having a 3-year-old. So the 3-year-old might have Goodnight Numbers. Alrighty, this is the board book version. There's also a picture book version, which is bigger. Goodnight Numbers. There's also 10 Magic Butterflies. 10 Magic Butterflies. Who's this one? This is probably my best seller. I mean, you know, it's a fun book. It probably has the least amount of math in it, but it teaches kids how to make 10 from 2 numbers. Also for little kids, Bath Time, Math Time Shapes teaches like baby geometry. I like to call it. This is probably the youngest book that I have for kids. It just teaches like the basic shapes and the attributes for the shapes. It's really fun. Yes, I have books for ages 0 to 16. Oh, another donation came in. Let's see what we got here. Thank you so much, Tyra677. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You guys, you raised over $200 so far. That's so great. Dave Thomas Foundation does amazing work helping to find forever homes for kids, especially teens and special needs kids who otherwise can have a very hard time finding a home, finding a family. It's so important to have that. 'Cause let's face it, we depend on our family far after we turn 18 and go off into the world. I mean, I'm in my 40s. I call my mom all the time, and it's just so great to have that foundation. Galileo said that understand math and you can understand the world. Yes, indeed. Thank you, guys. I do not have an Algebra 2 book. The highest my math books go, high school geometry, which is like 9th, 10th grade. And then Algebra 2 is after that. However, Algebra 1, this book is pretty comprehensive and includes things like the quadratic formula and completing the square and things that are like the first half of Algebra 2, I would say, is probably covered in this book. One more thing I want to mention. For fitness, for taking care of ourselves, our minds and our bodies. Years ago, my mom and I created a yoga and meditation DVD called Daily Dose of Dharma. And we just like sell them ourselves. My mom does it. You can find it at dailydoseofdharma.com, or if you go to my bio, go to the link in my bio. It says Daily Dose of Dharma. You can order them. You can order just the DVD. You can order a signed DVD. You can even order a personalized signed DVD. I know my mom's doing that stuff this week. So this is almost more of a New Year's thing, I know, but we don't have to wait till New Year's to take care of ourselves. And by the way, that is part of why people, I think, feel a little depressed and sad around Christmas. If we're eating crap, our body is not going to feel as good. That is just like garbage in, garbage out. Gingerbread cookies and, chocolate cake or whatever stuff is we're eating at Christmas time. It's fun, but all in moderation, you guys. Hot chocolate, just not too much of that. Your body, it will depress your body. It will make you not feel good. All the books are available in Amazon UK. Thank you for checking that. Yeah, so just be careful of what you're putting in your body this holiday season. Treats are great, but not too much. And let's make sure to keep eating lots of greens and drinking lots of water because that will make a huge impact on the way you feel. So don't forget that. Okay, guys, I appreciate you so much. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful Christmas. Merry Christmas. I'll be doing my Cameo videos. If you order a Cameo video, personalized video shout out from me. Again, the link is on my bio. If you order it before like 2 o'clock Pacific on the 24th, you'll get it before Christmas. So check that out if you want a personalized video shout out. It's not cheap, but all my donations go to children's charities. I do not take any of it at all. All my proceeds go. All my proceeds, so I think I said that wrong. All my proceeds, all the money that I make from Cameo goes to donations to children's charities. So if you're interested, that is there. And oh, before I go, let me say thank you to the last few people who donated. Thank you so much, B Lay 1130. You guys are wonderful. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Anna. Merry Christmas, everyone. And have a wonderful, wonderful new year. I'll try to do it again before the new year, but I'm not sure because I'll be doing lots of family stuff. All right. Take care of yourself, you guys, okay? Mwah. See you soon on the Danny Cam. Bye.